What's good, you too, man? It's your boy SB, and I'm back with another sports break. As you guys know, the NBA playoffs start this weekend, and it's a lot to get excited about. As a Thunder fan, our Thunder that finished #1 in the Western Conference, and we got a good matchup coming our way no matter who comes out of the play-in. But that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. The NBA play-in starts on April the 16th, which is going to be this Tuesday. So we're going to break down the 4 matchups that we have in the play-in, and we're going to have NBA coverage all around for the playoffs. Take a look at the Shorts channel for some of the more breakdowns of the matches that's going through the Eastern and the Western Conference in the first round. But in this video, we're going to talk about the play-in game. And as always, if you haven't just yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Leave a like if you like this type of content. But either than that, let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first team we're going to talk about here is going to be the Miami Heat going to Philadelphia to play the 76ers. Now, this is going to be a 7-8 matchup. So whoever is the winner of this first game will be getting the 7th seed in the East. Going to end up playing against the New York Knicks. And then the loser of this game is going to get another opportunity to play the winner of the 9-8 game we're going to talk about here in just a second. The Heat and the Sixers are a really interesting matchup to have in this play-in game. The Sixers back their way into this, but this Sixers team that you've been seeing all season that has the 47-35 record is not the team that's going to be playing on Tuesday. They've been warily without their MVP Joel Embiid for most of the season, but I expect him to be in this game ready to play. I think they held him out of Sunday's game for him to be ready for this game. And it's going to make it intriguing to play against the Heat with a Joel Embiid who's going to be ready to leave it all out there. But I'm one that I really don't count out play out Jimmy. We've seen it be a thing. We've seen it be in history. And Jimmy just turns different. He flips that switch when it comes to the playoffs. And don't get me wrong, I think the play-in is definitely part of the NBA playoffs. People seem to think it's this little pocket thing, but you got to win to get in, man, and that's how it is nowadays. And I think nobody understands that more than Jimmy Butler. So I think Jimmy's going to have a phenomenal game. I think the Heat is a better team overall. So I expect the Heat to win this game and go ahead and clinch that 7th seed and make for an interesting matchup against the New York Knicks. Next game we're going to talk about is the Golden State Warriors traveling to Sacramento to play the Kings. Now, these two teams kind of don't like each other, right? Same state in California. They see each other a lot. The division foes. And here in recent history, they played each other a couple times in the playoffs, not counting that series against the Kings in the first round a couple years ago when Steph Curry went into their building on the Game 7 and dropped 50 on their head in a win to advance the Warriors into the next round. This time we get this matchup in a play-in game, which has a little bit higher stakes because it's a win and get in game. It is a 9-10 game. So the winner will advance, the loser, see you next season. I think that the difference is going to this game going to be, because it's going to be wire to wire, right? I don't think either one of these teams are going to pull away. So I think the veteran leadership of the Warriors will propel them past the Kings in this type of matchup. They know how to finish close games. They know how to win close games. But the X factor is going to be De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is going to have to drag this team kicking and screaming. He doesn't have his running mate in Malik Monk. They don't have their outside perimeter scorer in Kevin Huerter. Who's going to be that second guy? Is it going to be Domantas Sabonis? Is Keegan Murray ready to step up and fill those shoes and be able to be that guy? Is Harrison Barnes going to be able to own the Warriors like he's been doing since he's left? For that reason, though, I think that they're missing too many pieces, and I think De'Aaron can't take them all the way. And obviously, the other team got number 30, Steph Curry, on their team, a man that knows how to win tough games, and as well as the rest of that team, right? They're battle-tested. The Warriors are a little bit different this year with their role players and their ancillary pieces. But here at the end, Chris Paul's been kind of turning it up, and Klay Thompson is starting to find his way. So I think the Warriors are able to pull this game out, but I'm not 100% confident in that pick. Next, we're going to talk about the kind of the throwaway game, right? The Atlanta Hawks will be traveling to the Chicago Bulls to face them in a 9-10 seed. We're not going to spend too much time on this matchup, man. Probably the least interesting game in the first round. Well, in the play-in, excuse me. I'm going to take the Bulls to win this game only because DeMar DeRozan has looked unstoppable. And the Hawks are a little hard to watch for me. when it comes to that side of the ball. I love watching DeJounte Murray, do his thing. But for me, both of them are going to get smacked by the Celtics. Doesn't matter who they run into. And to be honest, I think they lose to either the Heat or the Sixers. I think that's your 7-8. No matter who's going to interchange, whoever wins that game, they'll be able to win the second game, that loser. So either way it goes, I'm going to pick the Bulls, but it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. The last matchup that I know everybody's going to be intrigued about, right? The Los Angeles Lakers will be traveling to the New Orleans Pelicans for the 7-8 matchup in the West. The Lakers have owned them this season, being able to win the series 3-1. Everybody remember the Pelicans getting smacked around in Vegas with the in-season tournament, and then the Lakers going on to win that tournament. I wouldn't be so hasty to count the Pelicans out in this play-in game, though. Yes, they got beat like they stole something on Sunday, and they kind of look like a shell of themselves in that Sunday matchup. But it's going to be really hard to go into a team's building twice in 3 days and beat them twice in 3 days. Very, very daunting task to have. Zion Williamson has been amazing this season, and I'm really, really happy to see him being able to stay on the court and not have his body give up on him throughout the course of the season. And you can see a difference in him and the difference that this team has made. I think B.I. coming back in this game, Brandon Ingram coming back in this game, being able to get one game under his belt before the one that really matters is going to make a difference. But if we get the LeBron James that we've seen since the All-Star game, if we get the LeBron James that we seen on Sunday, where he made his teammates better first and then went and got his afterwards, it's going to be hard for any team that's going to be able to beat the Pelicans. Going to be able to beat the Lakers. I got the Lakers winning this game and moving on and advancing to a very, very juicy matchup against the Denver Nuggets. I know the Lakers are licking their chops to get a chance against the Nuggets again and to get them in the first round, probably earlier than you might want them, but you might as well go ahead and get them out the way anyways. So I got the Lakers winning this one, moving on to face the Denver Nuggets in the first round. So there you have it, you guys. We broke down every single game for this NBA play-in tournament. Once the first round of games get going, I might drop another video about the next round of games, seeing who we're going to get into those HC spots starting on Friday. Check out the Shorts channel, you guys. We're going to be breaking down every single first round series that comes through in that channel. Look for more content for the NBA playoffs coming on this channel as well, this side of it. Also, you guys, if you've been a subscriber of the channel for a while, you know every single year, the week before the draft, we do our mock draft. That's going to be coming your way starting next week as the draft looks to roll around the corner next Thursday. So a lot of content coming on this channel. I appreciate everybody for sticking around. But other than that, catch y'all in the next one. Peace.